Hi there everyone, welcome to my channel Aqualuna73. This is going to be another zodiac sign moon reading, and it's going to be for Virgo. Please bear in mind these are general readings and it's not going to resonate with everyone. This is a Pluto retrograde reading which is going to be in Aquarius until October the 13th. So the reading is basically going to concentrate on that specific energy because this energy that we're in currently, which will last until October, is something that's going to affect us in the long run, okay, because it's subliminal, it's subconscious, and it's subconscious transformation, because Pluto is associated with Scorpio, and Scorpio is associated with the death card in tarot, which is associated with transformation, but it speaks of very intense stuff. Okay, so we're going to do a 7-card spread. Just want to adjust my chair here. Sorry about the background noise. The fan heater is on. I have to keep it on because Luna is lying on my bed. We just ate something and she's still licking her face. Okay, she's still like, but she's awake. She's just lying on the bed near the heater under the blankets, just chilling. So I apologize for the fan heater's noise. Okay, so if I have to get up to open the door for her, I have to get up and open the door, so you have to excuse the background noise. She's like yawning and stuff like this. Okay, so let's continue. This is a Virgo moon reading, and we're going to have a 6-card spread, Virgo, and each card has a question that I wrote down, and I'm going to see what the cards have for each question that I think you might ask yourself regarding whatever this is that you're facing in this Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. Thank you to everyone who subscribes to my channel or watches my content. I love you guys. You are amazing. You support me. You are absolutely awesome, and I do appreciate you so much, and I love you guys. Thank you for being here. So let's continue. Okay, what lessons and messages do you have for my Leo collective for this? I mean, not Leo, sorry, I did Leo before this. For my Virgo collective for this reading, please and thank you. For my Virgo collective, what messages do you have and lessons do you have for my Virgo collective for this Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, which will last until the 13th of October? Okay, what lessons and messages do you have? First card is the King of Coins. Second card is the Six of Swords. Your third card is the Eight of Cups. Your fourth card is the Page of Cups. Your fifth card is the Ten of Cups. And then your last card, the number 6 card, is the Nine of Swords. And now we're going to draw an oracle card. Where is the deck? What lessons and messages do I have for my Virgo collective for the zodiac moon sign reading, Pluto in Aquarius until the 13th of October 2025? Subliminal, subconscious transformation. What do you have for my Virgo collective for this reading, please and thank you? My ascended masters, my spirit guides, God, God's Son, Jesus Christ, Holy Spirit, Amun Ra, Mother Hecate, whoever you resonate as to my viewers, my subscribers, and my collective. What lessons and messages do you have for them, please and thank you? Okay, the Hungry Ghost is the card that you got. Obsession, scarcity, consciousness, and attachment. Interesting. Okay, so The Hungry Ghost. Interesting card. So your energy that you're currently navigating is the King of Coins, which is like an earth sign. It's associated with the King of Coins is associated with wealth, growth, money, accumulating wealth and stuff like that. Okay, so this is the energy that you're currently in. You're working towards goals, saving money, okay, all those good things that you would associate with a Virgo, because Virgo is associated with also with coins, and it's a very stable energy, okay, secure stability. So you're in this energy where you're trying to create the stability for yourself, or you're already in this energy of stability. And here with this King of Coins, you are in this energy where you're basically seen as someone responsible, you are someone that people look up to, basically, Virgo Moon. You could be like, say for instance, you're a King of Coins energy. You work in an environment like some type of department. You might have a junior position in a place, but everybody around you, okay, sees your potential. They see how hard you work. They see what type of individual you are by the type of quality of work that you provide. So you're in a very good, sound, positive energy, Virgo, okay? And it's also important to you that you see in this way. This is what I pick up with this King of Coins. But I also distinctly get the feeling of Virgo Moon. I don't know if you know you like this hard working and stuff like that. But there's something that you obsessing about, and you're attached to this thing. Maybe it's work, you're attached to an outcome, you work hard towards a goal, you want to save money to buy something. Okay, so you're basically obsessed with some type of dynamic. Okay, your second card is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords today comes across as some type of distraction that you're feeling or having. Because this is a question also. What type of distractions are you facing? You're being distracted here with the Six of Swords. I think this distraction that you're experiencing might be here with this Eight of Cups. It might be old wounds that are resurfacing now in this time that you need to look at, evaluate, and move through. Okay. It's not necessarily maybe wounds that haven't healed. Maybe it's just old memories that are resurfacing. You need to evaluate this. Maybe there's something that you missed, something that you need to look at. Okay. But because I strongly get the feeling like it's like old wounds, old trauma, old inner child wounds, okay? And it's basically causing you to wander, like somebody that wanders in a wood like a forest. There's no light coming through the trees. It's dark. This is the energy that I pick up for you. It's like you're wandering, but you're not necessarily seeing anything, or this inner judgment and these childhood fears that are resurfacing is basically blinding you to something. And it's also preventing you from seeing something positive in a situation. I think you're very hard on yourself regarding something. I strongly get the feeling for some of you. With the previous reading for Leo also, you need to go watch that because it's also work related. Okay, so I strongly get the feeling this is some type of work related issue. You basically want people to see you in a certain way, perceive you in a certain way. You want to do your job. You want people to know you're hardworking, basically. That you're not somebody who slacks, okay? Because it's part of your character as a Virgo to be hardworking, to be logical, to be trustworthy, and stuff like that. I don't know exactly what this is. Okay, okay, she's getting up now. Just hold on a second. I want to open the door for her. Oops. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry guys. I'm sorry about that. I bumped into the tripod. Okay, somebody just came home. So Luna she just got up from the bed. So basically, like I said, you have this image that you want to maintain, which is a good thing, especially when it's regarding your work. You have to have a good working image, which is understandable. I do understand this, Virgo moon. I don't know if you had some type of experience in your past as a child where you basically maybe had an experience that somebody invalidated and you know you did a good job. Okay, so basically you're trying to overcompensate now as a grown-up because you don't want to be categorized in a certain way, maybe as a lazy person. You don't want to be categorized as somebody that doesn't pull their weight because at some stage somebody actually told you this, which wasn't true. Okay, basically somebody maybe was projecting this image on you, and you were Virgo. You know yourself and you know you're not like that. Okay, so this is somehow also attached to your ego. Your ego was basically bruised by what this people or person said, because I strongly get the feeling this is some type of childhood wound that's resurfacing. It could be that you were bullied, this person said something nasty. This is basically something that stuck with you. You grew up with it. Now you're in a grown-up environment. You work and you're overcompensating. Okay, you're overcompensating, and basically it's a psychological thing that stems from your past. And it makes you feel unhappy. You're in the state of unhappiness or sadness because you attach to the opinion of people, that they accept you. You obsess over your work, that you do it correctly because you don't want to see people allow people to see you in a certain way. because you want to be accepted, okay? These people, it says your scarcity consciousness. The scarcity consciousness is not yours today, Virgo moon. The scarcity consciousness are these individuals that you're either working with that are putting you in this energy again, which basically it's like a say for instance you're in a situation, you were grown up, but it's something that you experienced as a child, but it's a similar situation as an adult, but in a different environment. Okay, so basically these people are just opening some type of old wound. They may be not even aware of it, but I think this is what's happening here. You basically, it's like you feel you're being robbed of something. It could be that you feel you're being robbed of happiness, of joy, of pleasure, of just doing what you want. Okay? It's like you feel you're being robbed of something. Your next card is the Page of Cups, is your fourth card. This Page of Cups comes across today as some type of energy that you're in that leaves you vulnerable. Okay? A raw, vulnerable energy, like a child that's being scolded or reprimanded. I don't know what this is, and I don't like this energy. But I think this child that's being reprimanded and scolded, it's in your subconscious. It's something that stems, like I said, from your past fears, an open wound that never healed correctly. Okay, maybe you did never face this wound, and now it's resurfacing in this Pluto retrograde. And it's maybe showing you, maybe this wound is also showing you, you're basically seeking validation from people around you. This is why you overperform, okay? And you shouldn't do that. You know yourself, you know you work hard, but you should create boundaries so that people don't, because you have to understand, I know where you're coming from, Virgo moon, okay? I've been in that type of environment where I wanted to overcompensate because I wanted to prove myself. I wanted to prove to these people that I worked for, my peers, I can do this job, I can do a good job, and if I do this job correctly, I know you're going to give me a promotion, I'm going to get a raise, and stuff like that. So you overcompensate, you overwork, and maybe sometimes you take on extra work, basically to show these people, listen, I know myself, and I want you to see the way I see myself. Okay, so you're overcompensating, but basically it's also attached to some type of past wound where somebody made you feel invalidated in the past, and you actually did do a good job in your past, but this thing stuck, and now you're overcompensating because of what somebody else, like a piece of crap dirt bag in the past, whoever that jerk asshole was, okay, that did this, and it made you feel inadequate in some way. And now this person, and you're basically looking for this validation through your work. Okay, I hope you understand where I'm going with this. And this validation is also associated with you trying to be a perfectionist. You are Virgo. You associated with being a perfectionist, okay? And you basically push yourself. And I know a lot of Virgos, and I can honestly say they're very hardworking people. They push themselves to the limit. Okay, so, and maybe overextend themselves in a lot of ways and overgive, and basically in the same breath while they're doing this, they're neglecting a part of themselves that gives them joy, that something that's just for them, not for anybody else. Okay, so you need to look at this, because I strongly get the feeling you're not validating your own feelings, your own needs, and what you need. Okay, Virgo moon. It's like you creating this character. It's like a character. You're creating this persona or character that you think people are going to accept. It's like a character. You know what? The word what is that? I don't know, I can't even say it correctly. Caricature. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce it. Caricature. I don't know how to say it. Those people that draw drawings, okay, but they maybe exaggerate certain body parts of you. It maybe that cartoon characters that they draw, but there's maybe a certain part of yourself that's prominent, maybe your nose, and they make it big, or your forehead, or you have very long hair, or long nails, or fingers, or whatever, and they may extort that part. Okay, the person that draws this. So basically what you're doing is you're creating this persona that you feel is going to be accepted by your peers, the people around you, and basically in the meantime you're feeling unhappy because it's a persona that you created. You're not yourself. Okay, it's not you. It's a character basically like that you created. In other words, so that other people can give you the validation and acceptance that you feel that you need. But the universe doesn't want you to do that, because basically you're putting your own needs on the back burner. You're degrading yourself at the expense of other people so that they can accept you, Virgo. This is what you're doing to yourself. It's like you in this character and you're performing, like somebody putting on a performance, because this is what you think the people want to see, and you're unhappy in the meantime, which I understand, because if in your work environment you have to have this persona, but you are a human being. You have needs, you have wants, you have desires, and you have to validate these things in you and take care of your own needs first, Virgo. Okay, Ten of Cups is your fifth card, and you need to look at this. You need, here with the Ten of Cups, you need to validate this inside of yourself, and you need to address this, because I feel with the Ten of Cups, I strongly feel there's some type of misalignment here. You see this woman? She's hiding behind this fan. It's like she's shy. Okay, she doesn't want to show a part of herself. She doesn't want to express her authenticity, because maybe she feels it's not going to be accepted. The environment that you're in now and the environment that you were in the past are two different things. These people that you are with now are not the same people that you were with back then. They're not the same energies, so you cannot assume that these people carry the same energies as people from your past, whoever those people were that created these wounds, Virgo moon. Okay, so you maybe you need to reintroduce yourself to yourself, allow certain things in yourself to show. Okay, like for instance, I'm going to maybe say for instance you're a shy person, and you maybe have certain hobbies that are not like other people's hobbies. A lot of people, maybe they have a hobby, they like cycling, they like hiking in the mountain, they like to work out, okay, and stuff like that. Maybe you're not into those things. Maybe you are into gaming. Maybe you are into visiting museums or trying out different restaurants from different countries and their food. Okay, everyone is different. The universe wants you to reintroduce these certain parts, your likes, show it. Okay, because at the end of the day, people are going to love you. The real people, the right type of people are going to accept you for you, and they're going to love you for you, not for this persona that you're trying to create. Okay, the Nine of Swords is your last card. The question here is, what's the most useful next step that I can do for myself to go in the right direction? Is to face this thing with this Nine of Swords. This wound, basically. Just hold on, I want to drink some water quickly. You could be feeling here like you're in despair. Here with this Nine of Swords, you have anxiety. It's because you're creating this persona. You're not being authentic. Okay? You're not being authentic, and it robs you of some type of wholesome joy that you could experience because you're not yourself. So I don't know exactly what you need to do. You need to be yourself, basically. I'm going to ask for a last card. What last advice you have for Virgo Moon regarding this experience that they're having for this Pluto retrograde? Please and thank you. What last messages and lessons you have for my Virgo Moon for this Pluto retrograde? Okay, the Metal King, discipline, armor, and boundaries. You need to create boundaries regarding certain things. You're already disciplined regarding your work, okay? But it doesn't mean that you have to allow, you also have to create boundaries in your work where you say when you feel that people overstep certain things or boundaries of yours, you need to step up and, you know, put your foot down. You're not that person that you were in the past, okay? Say, for instance, it's an incident that happened to you while you were in school. You're not that past person. You can stand up for yourself now. You basically using this, your armor. You have armor around you. And you're protecting yourself with this image that you created. Okay? And this is why you feel cut off. You're basically cutting yourself off with this armor that you have around you, because at the end of the day, if you're not making yourself vulnerable in certain regards, you're not going to attract the right type of people or individuals to yourself, because the only way you can create connection and deep meaningful connections with people is if you become vulnerable, if you share certain things. Okay, but I do understand you have to be very discerning on what type of things you share with people and who you share it with. Okay, Virgo, because I understand people have the tendency, if it's bad people, they can use it against you, but not all people are bad. This is why you need to listen to your intuition, create sound boundaries, but also create room for yourself where you can grow and be happy and find joy within yourself, because at the end of the day, Virgo Moon, happiness is something that we create within ourselves. Okay, it's not anybody else's responsibility. Anyway, this is it for you. I hope it was helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe, and please take care. I love you guys. Bye.